So Holman pulled up to my house this morning in a brand new 2020 Nissan Titan Pro 4X. And it's that one right there behind me. We just finished up the podcast and now we're going to head home. I'll give you a tour of the interior and the exterior. Let's take a look. Now, from what I understand, this is the groundbreaking for Nissan. The lava red logo right here, as you can see. They've never changed the color of their logo before. And I gotta say, good choice. It looks really, really cool. I love the paint color, honestly. The graphics package really is cool. I'm not just saying that. I'm really digging the logo colors. Let me in. Let me in. It's running. I can't get in. Come on. Hurry up with your bathroom break already. Somebody was seriously off-roading the sucker. Look at the tires are just chewed.
That's because the Titan Pro 4X is made for off-roading. And someone was probably having fun. Unfortunately, because of our crazy work schedule, it was neither of it was us enjoying the off-road.
Now, you were telling me that the Nissan has never changed the badging colors. This is a first for them, right? With the black, what's it, chrome? Black chrome? What are they calling it?
No, I don't know what they're calling it.
The lava red.
The lava red is the color in the middle, but if you look at it, the badge isn't just black, it's a metallic black. It's pretty cool. The new headlights and the new front end, it totally looks different than the old truck. It's tough, and if you notice, everything now is LED matchy-matchy on the outside. So whether it's the fog lights, whether it's the turn signals, whether it's the new LED headlights, which are spectacular, by the way, including the cargo lights in the back are now LED up top there, as well as these cool diffused taillights. Cool that it has the applique on the back. That's a Pro 4X thing, and then the interior. Each of the Nissan trim levels have a little bit more pizzazz and style, sort of like like Ram is like that, you know. Ford is like that. Chevy not so much. GM not so much.
Nope.
Where the interiors are like pretty much the same all the way through. The Nissan, you know which model you're in, and the Pro 4X has some nice contrast stitching and lava red accents and red in the instrument cluster. It's just it's a pretty badass truck.
Let's show them.
Also, what's unique about the Titan that I like is they're the only manufacturer that has Utilitrack rails in the floor. So these cleats that you can see here are aluminum. Everybody else has a plastic cleat. And these cleats can be used either at the head of the bed, over here on the bed rails, or on the floor of the bed, which gives you the most flexibility. And then you also get tie downs in the corners for you to do traditional tie downs. And then you still have a inverter plug in the back as well.
Oh, that's dope! And I love the little orange gasket to keep out the moisture.
And I don't know if people realize this, but Nissan was the first manufacturer to have that type of Utilitrack. Their brand name is Utilitrack, but this type of tie-down system, it was also the first manufacturer to offer spray and bed liners from the factory.
Should have combed my hair. But instead, I left the house early so I could get donuts.
Donut.
Let's talk about the interior.
Zero gravity seats. So Nissan is one of those vehicles for me personally that I can just get in and be comfortable right away. I love these seats a lot. Even the Titan half ton is cool because you sit up nice and high, you climb into the truck, it's proper. This is their new, I believe it's almost 10 square feet of glass for the new panoramic sunroof, which is an option. The previous generation did not have a sunroof at all, so now they've really stepped up with this big one. And I especially like the big screen. So this is a 9-inch optional command center is what Nissan calls it. There's a lot of physical buttons as well, so I'll start it up. You can just see how big the screen is. It works with CarPlay, all that kind of stuff. What's important to me that I really like, and not all the competitors' trucks have, is if you look at the screen to the DIC screen, they're essentially the same quality. This has a matte finish for reflection on it. This is glossy. But when you see it at night, the blacks and the contrast ratio is still the same. You don't get a lot of white bleed. You get a lot of that really dark inky black. On some of the manufacturers, their trucks, one screen is a higher quality than the other. So when it's lit up at night, you can see the difference, and it's really irritating to me. So I love where everything's positioned here. Super nice. Nice, high, big, super clear screen. Leather's really nice on these. The contrast stitching, you get it on the dash as well. You get the red gauges. It's pretty cool. Really nice upgrade. I think, you know, Nissan spent a lot of money on their 9-speed transmission upgrade, which I don't necessarily think the truck needed, but the whole lineup that has rear-wheel drive will eventually get that trans. So it came from a family of vehicle perspective. Great upgrade, but with the money that they had, I think what the 20 brings to the table with the freshened styling that doesn't look derivative, really its own unique look, the LEDs, the new center stack, the new screen, and then you get a host of safety features that are standard. You get blind spot and rear cross path detection and adaptive cruise control and automatic braking. All that stuff comes standard across all the Titans, which is really cool.
Nissan, you should hire Holman as a spokesman.
I think they sort of do, right?
No, I mean like full time.
Yeah. So don't mind this. This is a pre-production truck, so some of the finishes and stuff aren't all production quality yet. But this is the next generation 5.6 liter endurance V8, and it's dual overhead cam, really torquey, 413 pound-feet of torque, 400 horsepower on premium fuel. You can choose to do regular fuel. You get a little less horsepower. I think it's like 394, something like that. Gets up and goes, really well matched to the 9-speed transmission, and sounds glorious as you're pulling away. This is probably one of the best sounding stock trucks. Here, I'll rev it.
Yeah. Sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound good. I love that.
It's a raspy.
32 valves and 4 cams, and just sings. It revs nicely, and it's actually a great highway vehicle, great passing power. It feels good with the trailer on the back. So those are all the things you want with the truck.
All right, let's hop in and jam on it. Ugh. That sunroof is just the coolest. All right, ooh, it's getting warm in here. Turn on give me some AC, some recirc, some AC and some recirc.
It's already on.
What are you talking about?
On auto, leave it alone.
No, you have to turn on recirc.
No, it's not that cold, or it's not that hot today.
Recirc?
No, stop it.
I don't want for sure that it explodes.
Turn it off.
When you turn on,
you're the passenger, you don't get to control the controls of the vehicle.
Recirc cools it off.
All right, that's it. Child lock.
Oh, no. No! No child lock! Ah!
You know what? I'm going to put you in the back seat.
Love the bezels around the gauges. We're going to your place. Now, there's going to be some gnarly wind noise. I apologize. Hopefully you can make out the really, really impressive V8 growl from this Titan. It's alright, we're YouTubers. Hit it. She sound good. All right, now Holman believes that the adaptive cruise control is the wave of the future. Now, seriously?
That's all the truck. I'm not even touching the pedals. That's adaptive cruise control. And Nissan has a great adaptive cruise control technology, and it'll bring you down to a stop like it just did. And now the car in front of us moves.
And then here we go. Oh my God, you're really not even touching any pedals. Oh, now you are. You're on the throttle a little bit now.
Okay, so we're back to adaptive cruise control. There's a couple of different versions. There's one that some of the competitors call with stop and go. It'll take you down to a stop for a few seconds or a little bit of time and then get you going. And there's others that once you get to a stop, you have to re-engage it. Well, what's nice about adaptive cruise control is that in stop and go driving, you don't have to work the pedals. Or if you're in a long trip where, interstate and you're, let's say, set at 78 or whatever, and you come up on some slower traffic, the car will handle all that stuff for you, which is nice. And then once you clear the traffic, you're back going to what you have. You don't have to push anything, and it's a lot less fatiguing on long trips. All right, so what you guys don't know is on the way to the podcast, earlier, I asked Holman, he's always been talking about adaptive cruise control, how much he loves it. And I said, I'm scared to use it because, like on the 405 right here, what's going to happen right now? They're coming to a stop almost on the freeway. So we were doing 60. Now look at the.
All right,
so we went from 60 to 20 all with the car. That's normal LA traffic. You'll be going 60 and all of a sudden you'll be going 0. The truck is handling all of that. So we're in stop and go right now.
Here we go again. This is autonomous.
Yeah, I mean,
you're still steering.
It's like the most basic level of it, but yeah.
It's still, even the most basic level still freaks me out. Okay, now we're about to come to a complete stop, southbound 405 at Wilmington. complete stop right here. And Holman's foot is no feet on pedals.
Nope.
Was it weird the first time you used it?
The earlier versions, I remember I was in a competing product. They would freak out. So, for example...
Who would freak out? The vehicle?
The vehicle would freak out. So I remember there's a certain flyover that goes from the, if you're familiar with Orange County, from the 5 South to the 55 South in the carpool lane. That's a big single lane flyover. So it's about half a lane on either side of like a concrete chute. And I remember just steering through that. The car I was in slammed on the brakes thinking I was going to hit the wall.
Oh, man.
So there's definitely, I mean, you can't stop driving. You still have to pay attention and stuff. It just makes it a little bit easier for those really annoying stop and go days. And I mean, this is a Saturday afternoon. Here we go again. We were doing 55, and now we're slowing down. And this is
no feet on pedals.
Nope. This is all the truck doing it.
Wow. Complete stop. No feet on pedals, and here we are going about a mile an hour.
Yeah, something like that.
And is it going to stop? And it's going to stop
right there. Complete stop, 0. And it just beeped because it's telling me that, yeah.
It's letting you know it's stopped.
Yeah, exactly. That it's disengaging.
All right, that was fun. Thanks, Holman. I'll see you in the morning for another podcast adventure.
Right, because we podcast 7 days a week, 24/7.
We have a bad schedule, but I'm jealous of this truck. Oh yeah. Hold on. Now, I'm going to get down low, and I want you to scoot by me. Get on it. Whew. Nice.